welcome to Tone Wars Sunday night. I'm Carrie, and that's Jarrod.
Sorry, we're running a little late tonight. Yeah, we had a snafu before we went live. So.
We did. We had a big snafu.
Pretty big one.
I was doing my hair, and for whatever reason, I squirted my hairspray right directly into my eye, this eye, and it burned like the dickens. I'm like,
the dickens.
Ah!
It burned like the dickens, like by golly.
Dickens.
Gee willikers. What do we do?
You shut up. You shut it.
So we had to get Lassie. Lassie had to go get some water for us and bring it back.
I was like, I've got a full face of makeup on. The last thing, it was like just one little touch, and it went right in my eye, and I thought that my eyeball was going to burst and fall out. It hurt so bad.
And she comes down here covering her eye, and I'm like, what? And I'm trying to warm up, you know, and I'm like, what did you do? She's like, I need to get some saline. Do you got any water to rinse my eye out with? I'm like, yeah. So we're like scrambling, running around trying to find all that stuff, and yep. Pretty fun night.
My face is a little sticky right now.
Yeah, and your eye might just shut and stay shut because of the hairspray might glue it shut.
No.
Good times.
Good times at all. And the intro was because he was making fun of me earlier because I always like him. I'm Carrie and that's Jarrod. Like, big deal. What you do? There he is over there. So I had to hype it up tonight.
Yep. So I'm gonna live it up tonight.
That's
Next week.
Jarrod.
Yeah.
Here's Jarrod.
Remember that band, that local band?
Yeah.
They had this big intro, and they're introducing their singer who no one knows. It's like just some random dude, and they're acting like this guy's like, oh, it's so and so, and it's like, it's Bob. He works at Muffler Man on the weekends. Like, it's like, what the hell? Nothing wrong with working at Muffler Man, but you don't get introduced like you're a rock star when you're just Joe Blow local singer in a band that has 12 people show up to watch you play. Remember that? Remember how weird that was? And we're just sitting there going...
I was like, man, I wish somebody would do that for me.
Yeah. Like, I'd be embarrassed. You know, like, here's so-and-so, and I step out, and there's like 3 people there, and it's like...
I just got off the parking lot washing buses.
Yeah, hi. Yesterday I was washing trucks.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm here playing with you fine folks.
Funniness.
Yeah. I don't know why that just reminded me of that. Because we went to their practice, remember? And they were like showing us like, yeah, it's their whole show. And they're all like, here he is. We're like, oh my God.
You were just jealous. You just wanted that for yourself. You just were jealous.
Yeah, I was jealous. I don't know, man. That was really cringe. I had secondhand embarrassment watching that happen.
That's the second time I've heard that term this week.
Really?
Secondhand embarrassment.
Wow. Yeah. Are you causing that wherever you go?
No, it was on a TV show.
Oh, okay.
I love watching that Love is Blind, or Married at First Sight, I think is the one I'm currently watching. Married at First Sight. So these people... They go see these experts, right? These like psychologists and relationship experts and whatever. And then they fill out all these forms and they match them on paper. So like what you say you want and you need, and based on like your socio-economical state, whatever, all that kind of stuff, they put you together based on paper. And you don't meet until the wedding day. They basically say, we found a match for you. You're going to be getting married in 2 weeks. And you go get a dress and you don't see each other. You pick out whatever you want and you just show up at the freaking altar, right? And they all go through with it. I think there's only been one that like took one look at him and was like, oh, hell no.
Nope.
I am not doing this.
Literally.
But I feel like this year they had 5 couples matched and only 1 stayed married.
Yeah.
Like they have 8 weeks. They go on a honeymoon together after, and like the show pays for it all. And then they put them up in an apartment. So they're not on like unequal territory. The show has rents like a whole apartment building or whatever. And So they're on equal footing, and
It's got to be interesting.
yeah. So one of the wives said she had secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I love that show. It's hilarious and dramatic.
Anything with
A little
drama and a little bit of smut and stupidity,
Well,
you're in.
I'm all in.
But don't watch an action flick where there's some bombs blowing up and stuff.
That's
Heaven
too
forbid.
stressful.
Too stressful. Yeah, because
Causes little cortisol spikes.
people like, getting mad at each other and having fights about stupid shit. Because
there was a season that I couldn't stomach it. It was too much. Like constant fighting and just dumbness on both of their parts.
It's
so.
like Springer,
Yeah.
but just no.
It's not as bad as Springer.
Ugh,
That's
Springer.
just ridiculousness.
Yeah, that was something else. Anyways, enough about our stupid shows that we...
Okay. Andy Partel.
What's
First
happening?
message here. Wizard MTL. Let's get one on the channel.
Dude, I would absolutely love to do that. I would love to get a Wizard on the channel. A friend of mine has a modern classic, but I mean, I'd still play it on the channel. I don't care. But I want to get an MTL, and he's got another one out. I can't remember the name of it, but he's got another one out that's even more modern and gainy, and that's something I would like to try for sure. Absolutely.
He says the management at Gibson are questionable at best after that flop marketing with Mesa recently.
Dude, their marketing team should all be fired. I watched another video where they had Doug West on there, and they were dialing in.
You're
What?
hollering.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just looking at the meter.
I know.
maybe I'm a little. Anyways, I watched another episode where they had Doug West on there, and what was it? Him and the other guy, and they still didn't get it to really sound that good. And I'm just like, okay, what's going on here, guys? I don't get it. I really don't. It's really strange. But it's almost like they mellow out the amp on purpose. They're not really making it sound amazing. They're just kind of like, well, here's the basic bitch version of our amp. Hope you guys like it. And no one's killed it yet. I mean, Ola did a quick video with it several days ago or whatever, but I can't get my hands on one. Motor City's got, the ones that they got are, I think, sold. So, I mean, there's no way they're going to let me take one home that's been sold. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe
if there's anybody locally that has one, let me know. I'll plug into it and see what I can do.
Maybe you can meet the buyers.
Yeah.
Ask them,
Yeah.
tell them when they come pick it up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in the parking lot. Hey, kid. Come here.
Tom F. says, it's almost Christmas, so who's ready for summer again? It is this coming week. Christmas is
right.
Wednesday.
Yep, Wednesday. I
Got,
got to go in early
2
on
more
Tuesday.
shopping days.
Yep.
Tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday.
Yep. Good times.
Good times, good times.
Yep.
Flux, go Tone Wars.
Hey, what's
The
happening?
Helix is still a very viable option to go front of house or into a power amp for ease of use playing live. It's also a great intro for those who don't have tube amps to try different amp types.
Dude, the Helix, every time they do an update with it, they come out with some pretty good stuff still. This latest update is amazing. They got the EVH Stealth, or red, or maybe it's not the Stealth. Did I label it wrong? I think it's the red channel of the white EVH. Oops, that's right, it's the 6L6. Sorry if I titled it wrong. Oh well, I'll have to fix that later. But yeah, close enough because the red channel on both of them they're pretty similar. But anyways, yeah, it sounds good. I got the whole preset right here.
Dean Harkness is here.
Hey, what's up, Dean? Missed you last week, man.
Let's see, Tony Krosik. Hey, Merry Christmas, Tone Wars crew.
Hey, what's up, man?
He
Merry
still
Christmas.
needs to update my Helix floor. I'm getting behind. The Quad Cortex has overcome me.
Dude, the Quad Cortex is, when it first came out, it was underwhelming for a lot of people, including myself. But since they've done the updates, it's incredible, man.
Steve-O is here. Merry Christmas.
Hey, what's up, man? Merry Christmas.
I love saying Merry Christmas. I know when we were out, a lot of people were like, Happy Holidays.
Yeah,
I just want to say Merry Christmas.
it's Christmas.
Yeah.
That's what
It makes
that's what
me
it
feel
is.
good to say it.
Yeah, people too stupid these days.
Jim's music journey. Wow, did I make it? It's been a while. Merry Christmas. Just got myself a Soldano X. A Soldano X.
Good for you, man. Good to see you. Merry Christmas.
Bill Allen, go. Boost mode activate.
That's right. It is. We are in that mode now.
Daryl McMillan is here.
Hey, what's up, man?
Snakebite is here.
Snakebite, what's happening?
Flux says, I bought a second used Ignator Armageddon to run 6550 power tubes in, and it came with a Svetlana 606 GCs, which sound amazing. So now I'm tempted to get more Svetlanas to run in my Powerball too.
Interesting. Let me know how that works out, dude.
Tony Krozik, Soldano X is pretty decent, far from sounding thin. I got stuck playing a Soldano preset called Chugdano. Brutal, awesome tone through 2 tube amp power sections and cabs.
Nice.
Chugdano.
Chugdano? Soldano? Chugdano?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Vox Pathfinder. I have a bunch of Svetlana 6P1P tubes.
Hey, what's up, Dan?
Flux, is anyone watching Musician's Mansion on Jarrod Dine's channel?
Yeah.
Best reality show ever, especially if you like metal, yeah?
Yeah, it's been pretty interesting this year. It's definitely worth watching. We watched last year. I don't think you watched any of it yet.
Not this year. I watched last year.
We can get caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching it. 3 new episodes were released today around 5 or 6 o'clock or something like that. So, yeah, I want to catch up to those. But there's definitely some interesting people there. I like Ricky Thrash. I'd love to hang out with that dude. That guy looks like he'd be a lot of fun to hang out with. So, yeah, that's my favorite person on the show so far. I just think he's really cool. He's a really cool dude, great bass player, and good attitude. You know, just seems really, you know, pretty. Just I don't know, just all around cool guy. So.
Jim's music journey. My singer used to introduce all of us. I used to tease him about it all the time. I would say, "Oh, everyone here is our friends and family." Right?
Yeah.
I get it. If you're on tour, you know, doing a state kind of thing, and
Yeah.
but yeah, when you're just down at the corner club.
It was weird though, because they had
your
this.
mom and sister out there.
They had this big intro, like back in the old days, you know, the do 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 do, and everybody, it's blah blah blah. And this guy, he's waiting backstage for his big entrance, and he walks out, and everyone's like doing this, like introducing Elvis or something, like, you know, just like what the hell. Oh, what? And everyone in the audience is probably looking at each other like, is this guy like?
All right, is this for real?
Are we supposed to know who this is? Like, hey, it's. Didn't I see you at the tire store? Did I buy some? You know, it's just weird.
Paul Smith is here.
Hey, what's up, Paul?
Way Cool Junior 5. What's up, Ewans? Ewans. My grandma used to say that.
Ewans.
Jarrod, what did you have the game set on that super? Oh, okay.
Super Kraken?
What did you have the game set on that super cracking? Because all I heard was EVH Stealth vibes.
Oh, the gain set on the Super Kraken. So it's on channel 2. It's at 1 notch past noon. So whatever that is. So 1 o'clock? Yeah, 1 o'clock. Yeah, that amp's freaking amazing. When I played it yesterday in yesterday's video, I was just like, oh my god, this thing sounds really good.
I'm gonna. This next name is not one I've read before. Aftab Latif. Can you do a video at some point explaining how you got your playing to be so clean? What exercises helped you and how you prepare yourself before you record? Thanks in advance.
Oh, well, thanks for jinxing me for everything I'm going to do tonight.
Right.
So, I love it when I get compliments and I haven't played yet. It's like, yeah, I'm going to suck tonight now. But no, thanks for the compliment. Basically just practicing my ass off, you know, really. And the thing that cleaned me up the most was there's 2 things. Be honest with yourself. Don't play something and go, it's good enough when you know it's not. You know, and a lot of times I'll slow it down and be like, yeah, I'm skipping a note there, I'm doing whatever. And I still have my issues, but the main thing is like being honest with yourself, because especially when you're the only one in the room, it's like, what are you embarrassed about? You're the only one here. Like, hey, let's have a conversation, dude. Yeah, you're kind of sloppy when you play that riff or that scale or whatever, and you got to slow it down to find out like what's going on there. Because sometimes you get that in between the string picking going on and you're confused, and sometimes you just got to legato a note. So that, I mean, Paul Gilbert does it. So if Paul Gilbert can legato his notes to make things mathematically fit with his picking technique, then it's okay to do. You know, Yngwie does it, Petrucci does it, Paul Gilbert does it. And a lot of times you don't even know they're legatoing the note because they're so fast that you don't hear it, you know. So anyway, so that's definitely a big thing. The other thing is get a metronome, and it's one of the things I always hated doing. But once I got kind of efficient with the metronome and got used to it, I was like, I kind of like the challenge now. And you really do play better when you do that. And sometimes I'll actually play with less gain when I'm trying to work on something, and I know that sounds very, you know, counterintuitive to who I am, but I'll do that, or I'll turn the effects way down so I can really hear everything really well. So there's definitely some, those are the things, but the number one thing is be honest with yourself. You know, you really have to be honest with yourself, and that's really where it starts. And it's okay if you aren't playing something properly. All of us were there at one point, but it was because we were honest with ourselves that excelled us past that and helped us fix it. So that's in a nutshell what I would have done in that video.
Flux says, Jarrod, the Mesa Mark II C Plus reissue amp was made for a small niche group of people that want James's pure tone from Lightning Puppets era. That's not you or me. We're chasing Petrucci's tone.
Yeah, I'm a church chaser. I like his tone. I mean, I think that the Mark II C Plus would probably be really good, but there's no need for me to buy one, you know.
Tony Krosik, there's a local guy here in Vancouver selling a Wizard 200-watt Malcolm Young Edition head and 412 cab. I'm tapped out on amps, though.
Oh, it's probably a pretty penny for that thing, too.
Michael Pierce, hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, dude.
Andy Partel, Engel Marty Friedman Inferno is a great amp.
Yeah, I wanted to try one of those, but it's hard to get my hands on one.
Bob Walters, Merry Christmas, folks. Love your channel and content.
Thank you. Right
Thanks
back at you,
saying
dude.
so, yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that very much.
Bill Allen Go, what's the show called? Oh, the
Musician Mansion, right? Mansion.
Musicians Mansion.
Yeah, it's on Jarrod Dine's channel.
Is it YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. So there's like 3
So it's
episodes.
not like TV. You can't go to like
Correct.
Netflix or you
Yeah.
go to his channel.
Yep.
Jarrod Dines.
Jarrod Dines. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, and there's I think there's 6 episodes available now. Yep.
Steve-O, I was going to say it's Tone Wars, Bill. Steve-O says, picked up a ToneX pedal a couple weeks ago and very happy with it. Sounds great going into a tube amp and into my DAW.
Oh, yeah, they're awesome, man. That's a great pedal. It really is. I think everybody should have a ToneX, especially a ToneX 1, because it's so affordable and you could do so much with it, you know.
Flux says, Jarrod, I figured out my QC issue with the USB. My power supply died, and when I replaced it, the QC stopped buzzing. Excuse me. Neural was way cool about it. Great help from them all along. So update away, Jarrod.
That's good. I will definitely do that. I just got mine back from repair the other day, so I haven't even opened the box yet. I gotta update it and get it going.
Flux says, also, Jarrod, the set looks so alive, and you both look excellent. Great
Oh,
lighting.
well, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
I am super happy with the update.
Yeah, I'm happy with it too. I got better lighting up here, so like, you know, you can, I don't know, see us. We don't blend into the background so much. So
When you working out there,
I'm just trying to see all the stuff.
what's going on?
Yeah, see the stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm still getting over that. I was so sick last week. We're gonna cough here and there, and I apologize.
Yep, I was sick for 2 weeks. It's going around. Everyone's getting it, so whatever it is.
I'm just
It's
glad I
awful.
don't feel like I did in the beginning. I'm glad it's got over
Oh,
before
yeah.
Christmas, so I can enjoy the
Yeah.
kids opening the stuff.
I had a week and a half where I felt like just rotten. Oh, it's just awful, man.
Man cold.
Yep, man cold. Yep, I had a manny cold. Mhm.
Time
Manny
off.
pause.
Get on that. Oh, sorry. Talking to Flux, and unless
Let's
there
hear.
isn't-
Let's hear some stuff.
Yeah, let's do it because we are caught up.
Yeah. Let's do, I'm going to start out with something simple because she sprayed hairspray in her eye. I didn't get a chance to warm up. I got like a minute, and I'm like, oh, man.
You are not very compassionate at all.
I'm not. Hey, you can't mess with my warm-ups. I could have said, hey, I'm warming up here. I'm warming up here. Figure it out. Toots. What are you going to do? All right, 1 second. There we go. There's a few for you. I chickened out. I was going to play one more, but this one I haven't played in a long time, so I'm trying to build up the nerve.
Got skipped over to
It's Fallen. That's a tough one.
yeah.
It's a tough solo if you haven't played it in a while. Lots to remember.
Damon Stewart
Hey,
says, Kara looks great.
Kara.
Kara.
Where's Kara?
Went from Kira
To Kara?
to Kara.
Kaira?
Am I saying your name wrong, Damon? Is that why you keep saying it? Is it? I mean, D-A-M-O-N. That's
Damon.
Damon, that's
Damon,
it.
yep. Well, thank you for complimenting her.
Right. Michael Pierce, hey, what's the matter with you? Are you gonna get hairspray all over my fretboard? Yes.
Yeah, what's the matter, you?
Yeah, Jarrod was saying now it's in his eye. Came downstairs, rounded the corner, and smacked him. Oy.
I did have something in my eye earlier during one of the songs. It was bugging me. I'm like, come on.
Flux says, it sounds great. The tone is rich and full.
Thank you.
Tony Krozik says, noise.
Noise. Thank you,
Is
sir.
that with the Oddbox boost up front?
No, this has got the Horizon drive in it, and it also has my my impulse response from my new impulse response pack. That honestly, it's the impulse responses that really make a difference, as you guys probably already know. But yeah, I think they did a good job on the EVH model. But when I paired it with my IR, man, just sounds amazing now. Love making my own IRs now.
Tom F says, so this playing on a 7.2 surround sound is nice. Just saying.
Oh, cool. Thanks,
I
man.
bet it is the
Yeah. Probably sounds incredible.
Damon Stewart, love the slow, crunchy tune, the one with lots of chugs.
Oh, thank you. The first one? It must be the first one that he's referring to. Yeah, that's a fun one.
Jay, recent Music Man guitars are great. Love the fretwork and fretboards on them.
Oh yeah, dude, those guitars are insane. That's why I got, what do I got, 4 of them? Yeah, I got 4 Music Mans, and they're the best guitars ever built, in my opinion. You know, they really are. If you're gonna buy a guitar and you're gonna spend the money, go get a Music Man. They're amazing.
James Florio chimed in for the Helix clean banjo tones. Hope you both have a blessed Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Merry Christmas to you as well. And yeah, banjo tones coming up, man. Stick around, I promise.
Let's see, Tom F. So what's on Jarrod's Hey Dudes? Oh, he's got his scullies.
Yeah, I got the glow-in-the-dark skeletons. Yeah. Yep.
Love it.
I can't prove it right now because we got to keep the lights on.
50. Jarrod, is it not better to sell an amp you do not touch in a year, referring to your last video?
Oh, yeah. It depends on the amp. Like, yesterday kind of surprised me. Like, I literally winged it. I just sound checked them all to make sure that they were at the right levels so I wouldn't have to adjust that later. But I started with the Kraken, and immediately I'm like, dude.
How'd it go?
Oh, it's great. Kraken was amazing. Yeah. It just sounded incredible, and the feel was great. I'm like,
did I like that one? That was one of the ones I liked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you like that one. I was like, what the hell's wrong with me? Why don't I play this more? It's just freaking amazing. So, and I went from that to the Herbert, which I like the Herbert, but compared to the Kraken, the Herbert just doesn't have the same kind of edge and feel to it. It's a little softer on the top end. The lead channel's incredible on the Herbie, though, because it's got lots of gain, and the tone of it's amazing. But the crunch channel, to me, was like, I had to acclimate to it. I was like, man, this isn't really a little sluggish. But if I would have played that first, I probably wouldn't have thought it. You know, it's all comparison. But then I just went around the room, played several amps that I haven't played in a while, and I was out. The amp that surprised me the most was the Kraken. I was like, dude, I love this amp. I forgot how good it was. So
isn't the Herbert harder to play?
Well,
as well, don't you hit like you need a specific size amp for it and.
Oh, you mean a specific size cab? Oh, well, it's 180 watts. 180 watts. So yeah, and the thing is too is. Because I'm not really working that amp as hard as I need to, there's so much headroom in it. Yeah. That might have something to do with the fact that I'm struggling with it a little bit because it's not even idling. Yeah. I mean, the volume, look at the volume. It's way down on it. It's way down. You know, otherwise I would blow my cabs up, you know, 180 watts. So I'm thinking about taking out 2 of the power tubes and making it 100 watter. So I can really work it harder, but we'll see.
Damon says, no, it's Damone.
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 And her name is Carrie.
My old, I can't stand it. Like, people do get my name wrong quite often.
Kari.
It's spelled Kari, and that is the one that gets me the most. What kind of name is Kari? That's not a name.
It's like the Target version of Target.
Kari.
I went to Target.
I went to Target. Old pastor that every freaking Sunday. What's up, Kari?
Did you ever correct him?
No. I mean, he was doing it to be funny. He was trying to be funny, and I wasn't finding it very funny. But that was his thing. He just had to tease everybody.
I bet you if you were shopping on Rodeo Drive, though, you'd change your name to Kari.
No.
Hey, Kari.
I don't mind my name. I've always thought Carrie was a pretty decent name.
Yeah,
especially with the spelling, because everybody's Carrie, but my Kari I thought was unique.
Maybe people see it and they figure, well, why would you spell Carrie that way? So it's got to be Kari.
I don't know, but it's not a name. Kari is not a name.
I'm sure somebody on this planet is named Kari.
Carly,
Carly, yeah.
maybe. Anyway, enough about me.
Enough about me.
Aaron Green, do you have any opinions on Bogner amps? I only ask because I've seen all sorts of amps on your channel, but I don't think I've ever seen or heard you mention anything about Bogner.
Thanks for asking. I played a Shiva, and it didn't really 100% blow my skirt up, but I thought it was, you know, it would work for other people, and I get why Cantrell
Other
played
things have
it.
blown his skirt up.
Yeah, but not that.
But not that.
Yeah. It was good, but it wouldn't work for me. I had a twin jet on here. I bought it.
That would definitely blow your skirt up.
No, the twin jet? Nope.
No, twin jets.
Oh, twin jets. Not the Bogner twin jet, though. I returned it. I did not like it. And I want to try the Uber Ultra, but I can't get my hands on one. I really want to try one of those. So one of these days I will.
Let's see. 50. Hello.
Hey.
Bogner Ecstasy Pandora or the Helios series is brilliant.
Brilliant.
The new Uber Ultra is heavy AF.
I want to try one. I've heard great things about it. I really want to try
David
it.
McKee, the IRS sound amazing. Am I missing out by, it says IRS, but
IRs.
Got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But it says, anyway, am I missing out by only running my Helix into my amp? I have a 5153 and a XXX. I have guitar player FOMO.
I don't think you're really missing out on anything. I think that running the, you know, the turning off the cab sims and the Helix and running it into a power amp and cab is probably the best sound you're going to get out of it. The only thing you're missing out on is the convenience factor by not having to lug those things around. So if you get good IRs, you can leave your cab and amp at home and then just take this and run it in the front of house. So I think it sounds great like that. I mean, if you like how it sounds tonight, that's literally how it sounds with my IR anyways. I'm using the EVH, or the Mesa 212 cab IR that I made in my pack. And yeah, that's all. I'm not even using 2 IRs. I'm using 1. So, and I think it sounds really good. So yeah, you're just kind of missing out on the convenience, but it just depends. So if you like what you hear, try them out and see what you think.
James Florio says, you tried that new EVH Helix amp into the return of an amp and your Mesa yet?
I don't remember if I've done that yet or not. I don't think so. I don't recall doing it, but I'm sure it sounds good.
50, Jarrod Love Story Twin Jet. Tickle Me Twisted. That's a name. Tickle Me Twisted. Hi, Jarrod. I just put an orange 100-watt pedal baby after my ToneX, and it sounds bad through my 4x12. The cleans sound good, but all metal tones sound muffled or lifeless. Ideas? Camp Sim is off.
Okay, Cab Sim is off. So I haven't played through a pedal baby. Now, a lot of people tell me that they're great, but I've had a lot of people tell me that a lot of things are great, and then I check them out, and I'm like, either this one's broke or you guys need to get your hearing checked, you know. And I say that with all due respect to people, but yeah, I would say, like I said, I've never played through one of those. So try, I mean, if you get your hands on an EVH, gosh, I keep saying EVH, an ISP Stealth Mini. I tried one out on the channel here not too long ago. You can try it out. It's a picture of me in front of a bunch of tubes or something in the thumbnail. Do tubes matter or something like that? And that thing, I put it up against the KSR PA50, which is a legit tube power amp, and it really kept up with it really well. And I would suggest trying one of those or a real tube power amp and see. Because if it sounds muffled, it's probably something to do with the power amp. I mean, because a lot of solid state power amps, they just don't sound good. You know, they have this weird anemic sound to them, and they can get a little muffled. The only thing I would suggest as well is if you do get your hands on the ISP Stealth, you'll watch in the video, I got the treble on it just at like 1 or 2 o'clock. That was the only adjustment I made on it. Everything else was at noon. And that thing sounded incredible. So give that a try.
Jay, thoughts on sewer guitars?
I've never played one, but I've heard great things about them. I'd like to. I've heard they're really, really good, and they're really expensive. But yeah, if I ever get a chance, I'll check one out for sure.
Jimmy, what's your favorite type of guitar string to use, and also what gauge?
Oh, great question. I've been using Paradigms by Ernie Ball for the last probably, ever since they came out. It feels like at least 3 years now. And I use 10s because I don't like snapping strings. And so there's 2 reasons why I went with the Paradigms. I don't like snapping strings with the, that's why I went with the string size, the 10s. I know, I sound like Porky Pig right now. and I like the Paradigms because they actually do last longer. So they don't break as easily. And watch me break a string tonight.
Right.
All this jinxing going on. But they've been great. They're expensive, but they're really good, and they have a lifetime warranty on them or something like that. So like if you snap a string, when you take them off to change to the new set, you could put them all in the packages of the new strings, and you can call Ernie Ball and send them to them. They'll send you a new pack for free. I've actually done it a few times, and they actually stand by their warranty. So, yep, they'll send you a new pack. They just want the old one so they can study it.
Wendell Laffin. What a great last name. Laffin.
Oh, that's actually
Wendell Laffin. I hear the input on the ToneX is in need of adjusting as they come set weird.
It depends on your pickups and your DAW, but yeah, you might have to make some adjustments on the input depending on your taste or whatnot. But I think I still have mine set at whatever it comes with, and I haven't had any issues. So I don't remember messing with it though.
Flux. Jarrod, on the ToneX pedal, do you always have to have a capture loaded, or can you bypass that block?
Dude, I've never even looked into that. You stumped me. I really don't know. That's actually a really good question. I have no idea, dude. I'd have to look into that.
Aaron Short Music, he said, good timing. Just recorded a comparison of the Mark 7 versus QC capture through SD Power Stage 700, both mic'd.
Oh, what's up, Aaron? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that video. Yeah, the Seymour Duncan power station, or this power whatever that thing is. I don't know. I've had my issues with it. I think it sounds a little on the dull side. What are your thoughts on it? Because when I compared it to the Stealth by ISP, I very much preferred the Stealth. And when I compared it to a real tube power amp, there was a huge difference between that too. And I just think the Seymour Duncan power stage, for me anyways, for high gain tones, is a little lacking. But I mean, everybody likes different stuff, but I want to know what your thoughts are on it.
Pifty says, Source Strats are great quality guitars. This is what the Fender custom shop is not allowed to build. Only Grandpa aging to make him feel 20 again.
Yeah, I've heard good things about their guitars, man. I really have.
Aaron says he's looking forward to NAMM.
We are too. Can't wait, man. I can't wait to just get the flight over with. Once that's over with, I'll be...
Once he gets there, then I'll start thinking about NAMM.
I hate flying. I hate it. Not my thing.
Jimmy says, nice. I'll have to try those Paradigms. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. They're great strings. I like the feel of them, too. They feel great. They really do.
Flux. We're on YouTube right now.
My buddy Jeremy's calling me.
He's obviously not watching the show.
Yeah, what the hell, dude?
Jeez, Jeremy.
Where you been?
Flux says, now that all the big updates to devices has been launched, I think that ToneX was the biggest release because it needed effects like delay.
Yeah.
And ToneX users didn't see this update coming. Big windfall.
Oh, totally, man. That's the best update of the year is the ToneX update because it's like a legit all-in-one rig now. It's amazing how you take this little dinky pedal to a show. It's got all your effects, 3 presets. Like, what else could you want? You know, it's just freaking badass, man.
Joe Stop, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Joe. Thank you.
Pifty wants to know if Jakey Lee is doing well.
I heard he's recovered pretty well. Somebody did a video on that not too long ago, and yeah, he shared some more information about the incident, and then he's got like a part 2 of that information coming out soon. So, yeah, I hear he's healing up well, and he's doing okay. So, that's a relief, man.
All right, we're caught up again.
Oh, all right. Well, let me attempt to play another song or two for you.
Sounds good to me.
Haven't really practiced these in a while, but we'll see what happens. Here we go. Alrighty. I was going to do one more, but I chickened out again. This one I have not played in months and months and months.
Aaron Short says, I think they're super close. I'm very impressed. I'd like to try a tube power amp, but it's going to be heavier, more delicate, and not stereo. See you at, Flux. Talking Flux.
Oh, gotcha.
Flux wants you to play the new space-sounding one.
Oh, the Galactic Space Zombies? Yeesh. I don't know if I can do that. Dude, I gotta brush up on that one. I have not played that in a while. And last time I played it upstairs, just kind of getting to know it again, it was an absolute train wreck. So I was like, well, I got to practice this one some more. This one, City Lights and Fallen are the three that are the bane of my existence, man. If I don't practice those daily, I'm working on new stuff right now, so I'm like the kid with the new toy. Every morning I get up and it's like, oh, it's coffee guitar time, and I just work on those. Yeah. I start working on the other stuff, and I'm always like, no, it's almost like you skip your homework and do the video games, and I'll do it later, and yeah, later never comes.
An overgrown child.
I am. I'm an overgrown child.
Overgrown toddler.
Yeah, that's what you always tell me, a giant toddler. I am, man. There's certain things about me that are very toddler-like. I don't wear diapers, though.
Not yet.
Not yet. I wear pull-ups. I'm a big boy.
I'm a big boy.
Spider-Man pull-ups.
Yeah. Let's see. 50. I will see Zakk Wylde playing Old Sabbath here in Germany in March. What's your opinion on him? Huge influence for me.
I think Zakk Wylde is one of the best guitar players out there. I think he's absolutely amazing. I don't think he gets enough credit. I really don't. That guy is insane. Very, very good guitar player. When he was doing that, I don't remember what it was called, but he was on this cruise with like Nuno and like Yngwie and Vi, I think, and Tosin Abasi, and they were doing this thing one night, and they were just kind of trading riffs. And there was this part of this song where it was like 2.5 minutes of Zakk just improvising over this music, and I was like, oh my God, like I would not want to follow that. It was nothing but just perfectly performed shred, but very melodic and crazy. It's got all the Zackisms in it, all the crazy stuff that he does, but it was beautiful. And it was just absolutely phenomenal. And it was like, dude, do you ever run out of ideas? Like, and it was improv. And I'm like, holy shit. That right there was like, okay, I've always thought you were amazing, but now, like, you're untouchable. Like, that guy is amazing. So, yeah, he's a great guitar player.
Aaron thinks that, he says, can't wait for Helix Mark II at NAMM. All our dreams will come true. I'm
hoping that there's one released. I think Line 6 has been pretty quiet, and this last update was good. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like they're kind of winding down, and they're going to, man, if they don't release a new product this year or in 2025, I'm going to be shocked. I'm just going to be absolutely shocked. And it's going to be amazing. So I'm hoping, that's one of the reasons why we're going, is like, if we catch that and we're able to, like, you know, do a live stream or even just a video on it, I think it would be huge for the channel. It would be great for us too. So I'm hoping they do it.
Thy wings, thy not thorns. Thy wings, thy horns, thy sin. What is the name of the first song that you played? The first one of that set.
Oh, of this particular little thing that I did. What was it?
Was it?
That was Grateful, but that's not on.
Wasn't the first one?
I think so, because I just got done with. What did I do? I did Grateful, and then I did Out of Nowhere.
Out of Nowhere.
So yeah, so on this segment I did Grateful was the one, and I don't have that released on the album, but I definitely want to do that one sometime in the future. That's a fun one to do. I really love playing that solo.
Aaron Green, can you please explain some of these solo techniques you're doing as Skeeter or an aristocrat? You haven't been pulling them out lately.
Yeah, I haven't been pulling out my alter egos lately, have I? Yeah, I mean, I don't. You caught me off guard here, so I'm trying to like.
You're feeling a little.
What do I say?
Does Skeeter do the tweedle deedle deedle?
No, Skeeter tweedles his deedle quite a bit. Skeeter.
Well, it's basically just a lot of different techniques when you're tweedle-deedling, you know. I mean, there's some sweeps, there's some scales, and there's some pinch harmonics and shit like that, basically. I mean, just a lot of different technique thingies that you put together and you squeedly-deedly through them, and that sounds pretty damn good, if you ask me. I'm pretty happy with it. You like to squeedle-deedle?
I think your squeedle-deedles are pretty good.
Squeedle my deedle
I
anytime.
can sing your squeedle-deedles better.
Oh, you sure can.
Oh, goodness. Jim Simmons wants a Christmas medley.
Oh,
Like a
medley?
medley, but he said a medley.
Yeah, man.
I like it. I've been trying to get him to do a Christmas medley for about 12 years.
It would be fun.
Probably not going to happen.
I'm open-minded to it.
Oh, sure, when somebody else asks.
Well, we'd have to get like studio time and
No, we
backing
wouldn't.
tracks. Who's going to do the backing tracks? Me? I don't know how to program drums. I know what I want. Yeah.
There's probably all kinds of medley backing tracks on YouTube.
Maybe.
You just got to find yourself one and start playing.
Find them and let me know.
Doesn't even matter. It will not be worth my effort.
It do matter.
Flux, line 6, 24 NAM, no capture device equals total fail.
Yeah, I agree. If they come out with a new unit and it doesn't capture, wah wah.
Tony Krosick, Generation X with Zach Nuno.
That's what it was, Generation X. And you can watch it on YouTube. Just look up Zach Wild on Generation X, and you'll hear exactly what I'm talking about, and your jaw's going to hit the floor too. So make sure you put a pillow down here when it does, because man, mine was hurting for a week. It was incredible. Even the other guitar players, you could tell, were like, holy shit, like, get a load of this guy, you know? I mean, he was amazing. And to do that when you got a guy like Nuno and Yngwie standing right next to you, that's something. That took some freaking balls, you know?
50 wants to hear Arnold once more.
Arnold. You want to hear the Arnold, do you? You know, I saw Arnold walking around in New York very recently.
He did.
In Santa, he had a little Santa outfit on. And he looked pretty old.
Yeah.
Yes, he was getting around very slow. And going
Like
up the
us
stairs.
after all the carbs.
Yes, yes, very, very similar to us after all the carbohydrates we ate today because of your suggestion. Oh, let's eat pizza. Oh, yeah. And we both walk out of there with cement stomach. That was so nasty.
Yeah.
That was bad pizza.
Because I was so stiff after sitting down eating all that.
The
I couldn't
pizza
even
was
bear the
terrible.
mug. Yeah,
It's like cement crust. I think I broke a tooth.
I know, it was bad.
Oh, it was terrible. Next time we go to Culver's.
We always go to Culver's.
You know why? Because it's good. That's why.
Ay. Tony Krosick, Skeeter Pitchfork Riffies.
Skeeter Pitchfork.
Aaron Short, if there's no new Helix, at least we can have Cheesecake Factory YouTuber night.
Hell yeah, let's do that, man. I'm down for some Cheesecake Factory. Hell yeah.
He also said Arnold is filming in NYC as Santa Claus right now. Can
Yep.
you do that impression? Yep. So
Yep, I kind of did it, didn't I? Yeah, I've been watching all these videos of him doing it. You can tell age is catching up to him. Yeah, it's
catches
so,
up to all of us.
yeah, it's sad. It's like, oh, look at
First
him walking.
You start wearing glasses.
Yep.
It's all downhill after
Yep.
that.
Start, complaining about aches and pains.
Getting stiff after sitting down.
It
Yeah.
sucks, man.
Leafwave TV. Hi, Jarrod. Just got the QC. Looking forward on purchasing your captures.
Oh,
We're
thanks,
looking
man.
forward to that, too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll send them over to you, man. Just make sure you follow me and let me know what your name is on the website. There's a little form you got to fill out. All it is just tell me what your cloud name is, and then make sure you follow me at Tone Wars, and then I can send them right over to you. Appreciate it, man. And congrats on that. I saw that on Facebook, man. That's awesome.
Aaron Short checked out Musician Mansion. Pretty good, but too much screaming for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm not into those types of vocals myself either. They're just kind of like, yeah. No offense to people who like that stuff or perform that stuff or whatever, but it's just not my cup of tea. Because in my opinion, and I know maybe I sound like old guy, like...
Well, the shoe fits.
It all sounds the same. You can't even tell the difference. screaming and you sound like a bunch of neighbors hollering at the kids.
You know,
Hey, get off
my
my
cortisol's
lawn.
high enough. I don't need a little bit.
Yeah, it all just sounds like, you know, just the same to me after a while. I can't really tell what's going on. So,
I remember when I tried to do an acoustic thing, the gentleman that introduced me to the acoustic guitar player, he had a studio and that was his jam. Screaming, hollering, kind of recording that stuff was his jam. And he was trying to get me to like it. He's like, no, but if you, and I'm like, really? It's just not, I can't like it.
yeah,
I
just can't.
The music is great. I typically love the music behind it, but as soon as anyway, he's like, okay, well, what is it about it? And I'm like, well, it's stressful to me. Like, I don't know what they're saying, and it's just a very like, I have 2 teenagers. I don't need any more screaming. You know? My kids are not that bad. Anyway, so he's like, well, let me slow it down for you so you can hear the words.
Oh, so it's the creepy Cookie Monster.
Right. So he did. He slowed it down, and he's like, okay, so remember the words, and then he played it full speed again. And I was like, but I don't want to have to do that to every song for it to mean something to me.
Yeah.
Like, I want to just...
It just doesn't sound right, you know, to me. It's just, I
I
like
don't mind accents.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. I like it as an ingredient, you know, but if it's all that, after a while, like I said, it's hard to distinguish, not even the words, but just there's no melody. It's just the same note. You know, it's just like after a while, you're like, who's your singer? Godzilla? Like, it's, after a while, you're like, I'm sorry, but there's just nothing here for me.
We've officially shown our age, for sure.
Pretty much. But
Yeah.
I'd rather
I know
hear...
it's a popular thing. I know there's an audience for it. But.
Yeah. I'd rather hear somebody sing, because singing takes talent. Screamo stuff takes endurance and ability to learn the trick on how to do it. There's a technique to it. But I'm not saying that they're not talented. It's just, I don't know. It's hard. It's just really hard for me to get into it. It just is. You know, every once in a while, I like hearing it as an ingredient, but if every song is like that,
I can't.
I'm
so
out.
my daughter and I just went to see Wicked over the weekend, and the harmonies and the beautiful vocals on it, like, my brain was tingling.
Yeah,
like,
it's great.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
And, you know, just hearing someone, like, that's what it was designed for.
Yeah.
You know?
It takes a lot of work. It's the same thing with like shreddy solos. Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, I like shred and I like doing all that stuff, but if I hear like 3 songs live by a band and the guitar player's just, every solo is like this blitzkrieg of of notes. It's just, you know, and it's like, okay, all right, dude, can you play freaking melody, please? Because there's nothing here for me. It's just a bunch of plethoras of notes and yeah, congratulations, you can play fast, but that's all you can do. You have no musicality about you at all. I want to hear a melody. I want you to speak. I want you to make that guitar sing and say something, because basically what a guitar solo is, to me, is like you're letting the singer rest and you're putting your voice as a guitarist to the song. And it's just a different voice. And yes, you can do some runs and some scales and stuff like that, but I want to hear some melody. I want to hear some notes ring out. I want to hear stuff like that. And it's okay to do that occasionally where you have, I'm working on a song right now where it's pretty much all shred, but I don't do that on every song, you know, so that's what I'm talking about. And after a while, even as a guitar player, I'm impressed by the playing, but after 3 songs of that, if you do it on the 4th one, I'm leaving. I'm like, well, I'm out. I've already heard everything you can do. So you're not a musician. You're just this is almost like a clinic on how to play fast, and I'm out. I just can't. I'm bored.
50 wants to know what your plans for the channel in 2025 are. Gear reviews, comparisons, or maybe maker interviews?
Oh, you know, great question. I definitely want to continue doing gear reviews and stuff like that, because when new gear comes out, it's exciting. You know, we want to check it out, show it to you guys. We want to show it to ourselves. And it's fun getting to know all these people that make all this stuff. I mean, that's why we're going to NAMM. We actually got invited by tons of manufacturers this year. They're like reaching out, hey, are you coming? We want to meet you guys. And I'm like, okay, I didn't want to go, but I'm like, well, I guess I have to now. So
You really didn't want to go.
I didn't want to go, honestly, but I had too many requests. So we're going to meet with all kinds of people and do some interviews and have some fun. But I want to do interviews. I literally would love to have, like, amp builders and people like that on the channel. That's been a dream of mine. So can you screenshot that? That'll be a good reminder of me to actually pursue that. Because you know how you get those things like, yeah, I'd love to do this someday. And every time you say someday, you're just kicking the can down the road. I need to actually pursue this and do some interviews. We've only done 2 interviews. We did an interview with John from Bad Cat, and we did an interview with one of the guys from Line 6. But that's been years, so we need to start doing that
We
again.
did a musician at one point too,
Did we?
up at Motor City. Forgot his name, but dark-haired kid. We went up there and he borrowed he borrowed a piece of equipment from you.
We did an interview with him?
Yeah, it was a guitar player or something.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that would be,
Some dark-haired
it's coming.
kid.
He's not really a kid, but right when you said that, I was like, oh, Misha
Yeah,
Mansour.
there you go.
Yeah, I'm like, dark-haired kid, you threw me off, and I was like, oh, Misha Mansour.
Well,
Yeah, we did it.
compared to our age, he was a kid.
Yeah, we interviewed Misha. He was cool. Yeah, he was cool to hang out with. Yep.
Aaron Short thought Creepy Cookie Monster was funny. Flux. Helix. He says, Helix watch based on software we released in 2015. Meanwhile, I'm over here deleting thousands of captures in QC so I can do more. Jimmy's music journey. No Cookie Monster singing for me. The lowest growling I like is Testament.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Short wants to hear you scream sing.
No, you don't.
Probably hurt your throat at this point.
I did it on one of my videos, Turn the Knob. Remember that song I did,
Yes,
Turn the Knob?
Turn Knob.
Yeah, I got up there. It was.
You used to do the screamy part on our Evanescence cover.
Yep, I did.
Yeah.
I did that. I turned it into that, and I liked it because it was like our own thing, and we.
Be something more.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was fun, but I remember the first few band practices that I did it on. Dude, I couldn't speak afterwards. My throat was gone. So, yeah, there's definitely a technique to it.
Let's see. Rummy says, if you have a small amp collection, do you really need to care about this modeling and capture business?
I mean, yeah, because if I was to go out and perform, or do a clinic or anything like that, I would not bring any of these amps. And no disrespect to the amps, I love them, but in order to bring one of these amps, I'd also have to bring my freaking pedal board, which is the size of an aircraft carrier. And I just don't want to deal with all that, where I can just take a quad Cortex or a ToneX or, I don't know, even my Helix or my, my TMP, Tone Master Pro, or my NAM player. I could take any one of those and go to the gig and perform everything I need to perform and not have all the worry about things going wrong or bad cables or just lugging all the crap. So for me, I think it's important that especially if you're a performing musician, you need to get a digital platform, because you do it once, especially if you have good captures and good, effects and stuff like that. You'll go out and perform once with that thing, and you'll never use your amp again, because you'd be like, wow, that was easy. Like, holy shit, that was freaking easy. Because you get home we've done it, you get home at 3 in the morning, and you got to load all this crap back in the house, and then the next morning you got to put it all away, and with a QC and a guitar, put them on the floor, go to bed, get up the next day, fire them up, hook them back up, and you're done. Like, there's no heavy weights, there's no cabs, there's no nothing. It's easy.
Jim's music journey says, I watch Arch Enemy, but it's not for the singing, but it involves the singer. Wink, wink.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people think she's hot, so I get it.
50 says, yes, Corey Taylor's neck is bigger than his head. Roar. Roar. I could do it.
I could do it.
Roar. Especially when I'm sick.
Yeah. Oh, there was a day I woke up, my throat was so bad I sounded like Stallone. Just talking normally. I just had to do the affectation of his voice.
Well, we're at 8:27.
Oh, boy. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can fit in here, but I don't think there is. I brought down all these guitars too, and oh, you know what? Let me do one. I brought this guitar down. I gotta at least do this. Let's do
Truth,
some.
love, and honor. What's your opinion on PV6505 Plus these days?
I think they're good amps, man. You know, I mean, if you want that old school tone, go get one. I think they're pretty freaking cool.
They're pretty freaking cool.
I think it's good that they brought them, you know, back and did a reissue. Reissues are becoming pretty popular now because you can't get this stuff anymore unless you buy a used beat up one, and you pay a huge price for it, which sucks. So I think it's good that they're doing reissues. I really do. It's like, you know, when a band releases a remastered version of an album, I think that's awesome. You know, I just hope that they do it right and they market it properly, unlike Gibson with the new Mesa stuff.
Let's see. Tony says, plus you're saving your expensive tubes by taking out your digital quad Cortex.
Absolutely. You're saving all kinds of things. You're saving your back, too. Dude, it sucks when you're... I'm not kidding you. Even I work hard for a living, and I work out, so it's not much. It's not much for me to carry stuff, but if I don't have to, I don't, you know, I'd rather not, you know. That's something I want to do.
Last song. And get your final comments and questions in while it's playing.
We can hang out for a few more minutes.
Thinking of picking me up a quad Cortex again to the whole digital realm. It just still needs some time to see if I'll go through with it. I'm sure it's worth it, though.
It is. It's worth it. You can even get the Nano. If you want to save money, get the Nano Cortex. It sounds exactly the same. You won't get as much stuff, but I mean, if you have a more simplistic rig, that might be a way to go too. Just make sure you get boosted captures for your Nano, because it doesn't have an overdrive slot, but they'll fix that. Anyways, hang on one second here, guys. Mute this. That was atrocious. I have to do that again. That was absolutely horrendous. I'm trying to remember the solo as I was playing it. I'm like, no, that is, nope. Let me try one more time. I should have ended it good. Now I got to redeem myself, and hopefully this will work. I did not play this in a while, so hang on one second. That was better, but it wasn't good. Yeah, I'm going to have to relearn that one. That's what I mean, man. If I don't play these songs in a while, they go away. I lose it. Especially when you're doing all these different things so quickly. You don't have time to think about, where do I go next?
Flux says I recently bought a 6505 Plus. Great raw tone.
Oh, yeah. Good amps, man. They're the ones that started it all with the metal stuff anyways. Freaking killer.
Deftone says, did I read this already? Thinking of picking me up a quad Cortex to get into the whole digital realm. Did I read that?
Yes.
Okay. I have two Truth, Love, and Honor. I have two Mesa 2x12s, only using one right now. I drop it down to 4 ohms to play both, correct?
Trying to remember now. I don't want to misinform you, dude. I think, but double check that.
Maybe somebody else can help.
Yeah, double check that. I think you drop them. Yeah, you put it down to 4 ohms, but again, double check that.
50 says I still love the sound man's face when I bring 2 full stacks.
They're like, oh, great. Yeah, there was a day when that's what they wanted, and when you brought a digital platform, they'd look at you like, oh gosh, you brought one of those toys. Now they prefer them.
Steve-O, the ToneX for the cost is really good in my opinion.
It really is. You can't go wrong with it, man. It's just a great product for the money. It really is.
Joe Sundapole, Merry Christmas to you.
Hey,
and
what's
your
up, Joe?
family as well.
Yeah, right back to you, and Gina and Max as well, man. Thank you.
Flux says, I have 2 quad Cortexes and use them in 4-cable method with my amps mostly these days. But I've captured them all so I can have a library of them for live use.
Hell yeah, man. That's how it goes. That's how you do it.
Alrighty, we're there.
We are there. All right, guys.
We're so there.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
And we hope everyone has a great Christmas with their families. And yeah, we wishing you guys all the best. And we'll be back afterwards and to do it all again.
Doing the things.
Yeah, and I'll hopefully have some more videos for you guys this week. So I'm just trying to get caught up around here and caught up on doing the videos and stuff. So anyways, I did do the video on the katana combo, and I'm still battling whether or not I should release it. So I'm it's on the up in the air for that. So, but anyways, well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. Like I always say, every day is a gift.
And thanks for spending part of your gift with us. Have a great week. Merry Christmas. We'll see you on the flip side.
Yep. God bless you guys. We'll see you all very soon. Have a great night.